the place where your ship wrecked. Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
You didn't get to ask them about the Mandarin, though. Do you think, if we find him, you'll stop talking like him?
Yeah, we'll see. And the thing I wanted the most was, in some of these I saw a vision of Mandarin, whether it's a statue or in a reflection or something. I didn't see anything. Nothing.
That's like his mentor.
Spent enough time on me, and I don't have anything else to follow. Besides, there's danger coming. I chased Sabian down into the hull of the ship, and he was messing with the package, and I saw a fuse burning, and as I chased him back up above deck, there was an explosion that threw me from the ship. So it was strange. When we went down there, I saw him. When I confronted him, he threw a dagger into my chest. Yeah, well, he turned on me real fast. He seemed to know that what he was doing wasn't up to snuff. And when I chased him above, he was at the bow of the ship, getting ready to exit or jump off. Obviously knew what was coming next, and then the explosion went. The last thing I saw was the ship as I was getting thrown off.
So you all were double-crossed, clearly.
Yeah, I don't know. Why though? Sabian was, yeah, he was someone I grew up with who was also brought by Vander to work on this ship. Yeah, I've known him for many years. He's always been a piece of shit of one variety or another. Only in the most recent years did I think that maybe that stuff had sort of faded between us and we had found a way to work together, but apparently not.
I just want to let you know that while we're on the sea, I had a talk with my goddess. And, that friend of yours is still out there.
Well, hello. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Danny. Thanks for showing up to the podcast last night, Danny. That was a fun time. What's up with the gas shortage? I've heard like vague rumors of stuff happening online, but I honestly have no idea what's going on. Ooh, boy. Well, human beings are really good at going crazy for no reason. Ugh. Well, best of luck, Erica. Episode 6. Did you like that one, Danny? Was that a good one? Was that enjoyable? Was I correct that I was specifically targeting you and others like you? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Both when I was outlining that scene and when I was writing it, I was like, I am going to write a fight scene that is so fucking gay. Hey, what's up, Lauren? What's that meme that's like, I am going to give the lesbians everything they want. That's all episode 6 was. That was the whole thing. Oh, Danny was sharing and expressing opinions about Lifemage Dawning episode 6, which has a scene I'm very proud of. So we need a conversation scene here. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Lauren. Morning, Lady Temeraire. That's ambitious, Erica. That's awesome, Erica. It's a great app for most applications, Lauren. Formatting ebooks is something that I'm like really good at and I love doing in Scrivener, and I can do like a lot of powerful tools that like customize it and make it look awesome for me. But that is not a skill that most authors have. And so Vellum lets you just take your manuscript, put it in Vellum, and it spits out a perfectly good working ebook. You can't get too fancy with it. There's a lot of stuff you can't do in Vellum that you can do in Scrivener, but most people don't need fancy. You need copyright page, title page, and the text of your book. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, etc., etc. And Vellum handles it like perfectly. So it's a really, really great program for a lot of indie authors. ¿Por qué no los dos? You can do both, Erica. I tinker heavily with both the ebook and print versions. And my ebooks look fucking good. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you there, Erica. I mean, again, I can see it for a lot of indie authors who just like want to have a print version and don't want to fuck around learning InDesign. But for me, you know, print books are just like, I like them. I care about them a lot, so. It's not really that hard, Lauren. I should actually update my tutorial on formatting with Scrivener. Yeah, Danny, if you're reading on like the Kindle app, for example, let's see if I can actually show this on screen. So here's, let's see if it'll adjust. Hey, look at that. So here's an ebook, and if you tap, oh god, I can't do this. This little A symbol right up here. So then you can pick different fonts, and then you can adjust the size. And then, you know, there's things like layout, themes, etc., etc. And any e-reader app, Kobo, iBooks, everything like that, they all have similar functionality. I don't know if you can change the weighting on the font. Yeah, the stuff that I do with ebooks isn't. I don't fuck with the font at all. I fuck with scene breaks, chapter breaks. I have scene breaks within scene breaks sometimes. Chapter titles, for example, is something that Vellum just can't do. Uh, Vellum can include chapter titles, but if you want customized chapter titles, if you want images in your chapters, For example, like this chapter is from this character's POV, so I'm going to use this image to represent them. Like this character gets a dagger, this character gets a spear, this character gets their own symbol marking it as their chapter. Can't do any of that in Vellum, and I love that shit. You know what I mean? I love different POVs getting different image signifiers, and Vellum can't do that. I like having scene breaks with an image, a special, you know, sort of curly Q image indicating a break in scene, and then I like being able to break my scenes up into sections, and maybe that is broken up by blank space, just a single blank empty line, or maybe it's, you know, centered 3 asterisks. Yeah, you can put an image in a Vellum file, but it doesn't, you know, it's not going to do it automatically for you. You have to do all that shit manually, in which case, you know, Scrivener does it automatically. So what, like, you know what I mean? Now you have to know how to make Scrivener do that. But so in my case, when Vellum is saving other people like a lot of time, because they don't have to fuck around with Scrivener, I've got Scrivener running to the point where I just go export my book and it does it all automatically. So I'm saving a whole lot of time, and I'm able to introduce a level of customization into the actual ebook itself that is uniquely and specifically mine. So I'm saving time. I didn't buy a $200 program that I don't need. You get what I mean? It's like, obviously that's better. But if you don't want to learn how to use Scrivener and you just want to drop image files individually into your book. Yeah, exactly, Lauren. And Scrivener codes all that stuff for you. Again, if you know how to use it. What's funny is I don't work with software or programming except for Excel, which I guess is its own sort of programming language. But yeah, I just threw myself into Scrivener and figured it all out. Imagine if I dedicated that much time and energy into learning, you know, like a programming language. I'd probably be pretty good by now. You can ask, Danny. If I can't answer it because of spoilers, I'll tell you. Oh, in the chat? I don't know. I mean, you'd have to. You know what? If you want, you could message me on Discord, and then I will, if I think it's okay to, like, say it on stream, then I will. I'll read your question out first. Um, so can the life mage only exist in one life? Like, does the other life mage have to die for the next to live? So this has been discussed in the books so far, so I don't mind talking about it. There is only ever one life mage at a time, and there isn't always a life mage. The life mage and the necromancer are reborn every in indeterminate amount of time. I think that I've put in my notes, and I don't consider this a spoiler because it's not firm in the canon, but I think I've put in my notes that the last life mage was like 400 or 600 years ago, roughly, approximately. Again, that's not firm canon, and I reserve the right to change that in the future, but it has been hundreds of years since the life mage was last here. But there is only ever one life mage at a time, and they and the necromancer always coincide. They always come together. So hopefully that answers your question. And that's been discussed. I think that Zane talked about that in Shadeborn. I think somebody talked about it in the Tales of the Wanderer. But I'm pretty positive that it was talked about a couple of times in books 4 through 6 of the Nightblade epic. I don't know that Dryleaf knows about the Lifemage other than what he's learned from Albert and Mag. I am Zorro. Dryleaf has had a hell of a life. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I really love Oris and Flip. They are deeply platonic. I don't remember if it's in the current version of the book, but like Sylvan basically asks Oris is like, "Are the two of you?" And Oris is like, "I'm way too smart to get involved with somebody like Flip." But they are extremely good friends. They're incredibly affectionate towards each other. They call each other dear and darling. Mostly Flip calls Oris dear and darling, because that's just the sort of person Flip is. And like one thing I love about them very much, which is also something that I share with like my best friends, is like they're very like one of like my primary language love languages is touch. I just like I love human contact, and they're just very openly affectionate with each other in that love language, and it's just like I love that. I love that in my own life, and I love creating characters who are okay with that. Especially now, it's just like so cathartic in this touch starved world that we've been in for the last year and a half. Like the next time I'm able to lay on a couch and like put my head in somebody's lap who's not Megan, I'm probably just going to, like, cry. I don't even hug people anymore, you know what I mean? And it's just because you don't want to. You don't want to be that, you know, you don't want to spread anything. And, like, I miss that so fucking much. Yeah. I'm not in the hating people in my personal bubble boat, Lauren, but I am firmly in agreement with the other half. That's awesome, Danny. You know, that is actually, I didn't really think about this as much until recently, but that is one thing that I do miss about my friend group in LA is like, strangely, I don't know what it was, but like, you know, open affection was just sort of more common, I guess. I guess because my friend group in LA was mostly like writers and actors and like, you know, creative artists. And so just, I guess, more like emotional people in general. And so it was just sort of a lot more common to just be like very openly emotional and, you know, affectionate and whatnot. And that's not something that I have here to the same degree. That's wonderful, Danny. Oof, Lauren. Big oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really rough. And then of course, we see all the rising rates of uh, depression and other other like issues of real mental health, and of course it's no wonder. It really blows. Hiding in corners and hiding your face. I'm sick and tired of playing your games. I'm not alone. I stand behind the voiceless millions in the unforgiving sun. Parade these streets and sing a song. That's really cute, Vale. Our dog Chewbacca is exactly like that. When we, hug each other or cuddle on the couch, he comes running over and starts whining, and he's like, "I want to get in on the hug." Yay, Erica. All right, I better end off here. I have to get to work a little early today. 21, 61. I'm going to need to do some more writing tonight after D&D if I want to hit my target this week. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming and hanging out while we write. Let's see who we're rating today. Hey, Bren is writing. Brenna, I should say. Let's raid Brenna. There we go. Brenna nailed it. Is obviously another Twitch writer. Most of you probably know her. Go give her a hello. I'm not sure what she's working on right now, but I see a very odd screenshot on Twitter. It's pretty hilarious. I'm not sure if she's writing or if she's doing a chill stream or a game stream. It says just chatting, so... thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. Great to see you. And I will catch you on another stream. Maybe tonight I'll get on and do some more writing and stream it. If not, definitely tomorrow morning. So hope to see you at one or more of those occasions. Thanks again for being here, and I will catch you next time. Oh, gotta open up the stream, don't I? Yeah. Peace out. Take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Oh god, I have to wait for this stupid ad to finish so I can actually see what's happening. You can check me out at underrealm.net, which is my own website. You can find all my work on amazon.com, and then you can support me on patreon.com/GarrettB. Robinson. I will see you one or more of those places. Catch you next time. Bye.